City Chiefs about to cut ties with their best running back on the squad? And what are your opinions of the three key areas that the Chiefs need to address in the upcoming NFL draft here just 2 days away? What's up, everybody? Daniel Booth here to break it all down with you once again. If you're new to my channel, I discuss Chiefs every single day. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Join the conversation below. Don't say anything about my dumb outfit. Just getting off work. Didn't have time to change. That's okay. Real men can wear pink. Anyway, let's break it all down. First and foremost, article, a lot of chatter coming out on the interwebs, a lot of rumors coming out that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to be shopping one Mr. Isaiah Pacheco in the upcoming draft, and they are going to draft a running back. Remember that we do have Hunt still. Kareem Hunt, we brought him back for another year. We also have the other running back, his name eludes me. So Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, pretty much the same running back when you think about it. They both are downfield runners. They both are kind of bruisers. They both pop up. They both like getting hit. But they really don't play complementary style football. You really would like to see a speedster, somebody who's not just a downhill runner, but somebody who can catch the ball out of the flat and run for a touchdown, a la a Jamal Charles of old, or some of the other running backs we've had in the past that can do that kind of thing. Remember when we even moved Tyreek Hill to running back at times, and we would use him out, throw him out, pass the flat, and he would run. That would be awesome if we could do that and find a running back that has the hands to do that. So the Kansas City Chiefs potentially shopping Isaiah Pacheco to the Bears. This is from KC Kingdom. Pacheco is heading into his final year of his rookie deal. And if the Chiefs don't think they will extend him next season, off-season, it would be wise to move on from him and get some draft capital in return. Hunt and Mitchell, there's the name, are good enough to hold down the fort, but in this case, the Chiefs would likely bring in another running back via the NFL draft. This running back class is considered to be very deep, and teams could find playmakers on all 3 days of the draft. Running back Jacory Crusett-Merritt and running back Damian Martinez were both brought in for pre-draft visits, showcasing the Chiefs' interest. Whether or not Kansas City selects either guy remains to be seen, but they could be eyeing the draft Pacheco's. But they could be eyeing to draft Pacheco's replacement, and there you have that. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. I love Isaiah Pacheco, and he had a hard injury. He was able to come back from that injury and contribute last year. We didn't quite get the job done, obviously, against the Eagles. But I always liked Isaiah Pacheco because he reminded me of one Kareem Hunt. I was devastated when Kareem Hunt made that stupid decision to lie to the Chiefs and to kick that girl, and he paid for it. He paid for his sins. So I was excited when he came back. I always liked him, and I always thought that he missed out on getting to be part of this Chiefs dynasty, and instead he goes to the Cleveland Browns and serves his time there. So don't know quite how I feel about it. You always have to move on, and players come and players go. Perhaps not Patrick Mahomes, but let's get into that in just a bit. The other thing I want to talk about today, 3 key areas that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to be needing going into the draft. One is going to be offensive line. Look for them to start there, most likely in the first round. Now, there was talk yesterday of a tight end going after a big, huge deal with the San Francisco 49ers trading up and getting the 11th spot and going up and picking up the tight end in the Big Ten tight end all-star and bringing him into the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know if I want that to happen, but there is that chatter. But I want to see offensive line, and then we also need pass rush. Obviously, we did sign Nick Bolton. We do have Chris Jones, obviously, and we brought in some free agents, but you can never have too many people running after that quarterback. So we're going to be looking to get some more pass rush and edge help there. And then obviously, again, too, as we just alluded, running back is going to be the big need that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to have to address at some point, because even if they brought back Pacheco and they brought back Hunt and they have Mitchell, still look for him here to draft a running back, because those guys are on one-year deals, and at the end of this year, you have 0 running backs. And so it would be nice to find somebody who can come in here and potentially be a stud and be a starter here relatively quickly for the Kansas City Chiefs. So there's a great article that I found that kind of lays all of this out. This is on The Athletic. Kansas City Chiefs NFL Draft 2025 Guide, picks, predictions, and key needs. And they pretty much basically said exactly what I said, talking about pass rusher, offensive tackle. Hey, look at that! Pass rusher, offensive tackle, and running back. So there you go. And I had that opinion before I read this article, before you say anything. But yeah, there's their big one that they want. And so go on there and take a read about that. But the NFL draft 2 days away, and we will be watching and monitoring it very closely. I'll leave you this. Somebody texted me today this question. Really like to know what you think in the comment section below. Excuse me. Would you trade Mahomes next year for Arch Manning at next plus 7 first-round picks? That's a good question. Patrick Mahomes for Arch Manning and 7 first-round picks. I think the answer would be hell yes. But it would have to be that, you know. All right, that'll do it. As always, go Chiefs.